Hey guys,
What's up?
I'm Garrett.
I'm Lauren.
Today we're going to be doing something really fun. One of Lauren's favorite things to talk about, TikTok.
It's not my favorite thing to talk about.
We're going to go over kind of our story with TikTok and talk about the ways that we've been successful with it and the ways that we've kind of used it to change our life, I would say. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, please. We really appreciate it. Leave a comment, subscribe. Yeah, but let's jump into it. Okay, babe, my first question is, what made you get into TikTok?
I got into TikTok for, I guess, a lot of different reasons. One, probably the biggest reason is it was COVID and what else were you gonna do? It was just the thing that everyone was doing. I basically told myself I would never get it because that was for high schoolers. I would never do that. And then we were like, let's give it a month and see if we can blow up in any way. This month will show us if we want to do this or not. I didn't tell my fiance. I didn't tell him anything. And so I was just exploiting who he was and how great he was to me without him even knowing it. So that was why TikTok.
I didn't know what TikTok was. So one day she was like, hey, there's this app out there you can make videos on. And I made videos. Do you want to see? I was like, sure, let's do that. And so that was my introduction to TikTok. So my second question is, when did you first go viral on TikTok, and what did you learn from that experience?
The first time video got actual traction, as in got to the millions, also got me to 10,000 followers, which is when you get to join the creator fund and start getting paid for things. That was a video of us doing karaoke to a High School Musical song, and basically said, what moment did you fall in love? And that was the moment that I knew that I loved him. I learned that in order to do well, number one, trends are important, but finding your own niche of things is really important. So originally we went through a few niches, but the first one was definitely couple things. And so that kind of took off to where those 10,000 followers started with just for our relationship. So I learned that that was important. So the more I fed into our relationship, more people liked that, which more people then followed us.
Lauren's username on TikTok is now LaurenCase_, but it used to be Garrett and Lauren. So
yeah, but then you got demoted.
I was released from the team. I didn't make the cut.
Yeah.
I still get to film some of them, and I'm in some of them. So if you see me, give me a follow too. Question number 3. At what point do you feel like you reached TikTok fame, so to speak?
Once I was making a steady income off of it, it kind of had to be at the forefront of my brain. And so I wasn't able to just act like it wasn't a thing when my phone was away. I needed to make sure I was thinking of ideas, working with companies and getting things situated, and I was making income on it. That became real, and I told myself I would say that probably 750,000 was when I said I need to stop being oblivious to it all. But I still don't feel like I'm at a stage where I know what I'm doing at all. Really, when you've made it is when you're across multiple different platforms with a steady following that want to follow you for you. And so you can build a community based off of that. And that's probably the biggest thing.
So for me, when I felt TikTok famous, just kidding. It is really fun for me though, because when people ask about me and my life, I get to be like, yeah, I'm Garrett. You don't really care about that. My wife, she's TikTok famous. Next question. If you could go back and change anything about the path you've taken with TikTok, what would you do?
I think that getting to like where I'm at now, almost 925,000, it's hard to really say anything I'd want to change. If I could zap something away, I would have zapped, and I was embarrassed about it. From 0 to 300,000, I was like, no one talked to me about it. I don't want to show anyone I'm doing this. But it's working, so like I kept doing it, but I was definitely embarrassed about it. I think it's a lot to do with just my ego of things. And so if I could skip anything, it would have been that first 6 months of having like a following. But TikTok's now just a part of my life, so I have to embrace it.
Now we're getting to the juicy stuff. Are you ready?
It's not juicy.
3 tips that you can offer somebody who's wanting to grow their TikTok account. Tip number 1, go.
Tip 1, I would say, just do it. You can get popularity on TikTok for so many different reasons. The only reason you're not going to get to that point is if you don't do it. Most consistently, I would say, post 3 times a day, every single day. If you have the content, do it. If you want to grow and sustain a following, posting 3 times a day is the ideal mark to hit.
Tip number 2.
I think a really big part of being successful is originally you're going to do a lot of trends, and that's okay. Following trends takes time to find trends, which is annoying. So I would say dedicate yourself to like sitting there for an hour and scrolling with a purpose. To find your trends, to emulate trends that are doing well, find the ones that are up to date. Yeah, I'd say that's super tip.
We're gonna take a commercial break. This is Frank the Fridge. Let's listen into what he has to say. And that was Frank the Fridge. If you guys have any questions, drop it in the comment section. This is tip number 3.
My tip number 3 is to dive into 3 different niches. Find 3 different things that you can consistently do to where it's almost like for each niche you're posting 1 a day. For example, for me, it was relationships, dancing, thirst traps. Those were like 3 different things of why people followed me. Something that you find that you enjoy, do that, and then find the next thing that you can also do, and then be consistent at it. So you can build a following in 3 different pathways, and then at one point they're all gonna come and merge together once you actually have the platform.
Remember when we were on the news? Check it out. All right, Lo, any last minute things that you would want to throw in to help people out?
I wrote them down for you guys. Short sounds with long writing. If there's a short sound and you're reading someone's really long writing and that sound has to replay 4 times before you're done reading, that's engagement. That's good. People love when you look excited and when you say things with expression. So if I was like, "What's up guys, I'm at the gas station," that makes the gas station look very fun when like in reality it's expensive and you don't want to be there. You know what I mean? So if I was like, "Yeah, hey, like I'm at the gas station," different. Within your first 3 seconds of every video, have an attention grabber, make them want to stay and listen. Find the times that best work for you. This is a very hard thing, but when you're posting those 3 times a day, spread them out so that you can see what time best works, and try this for like a month, figuring out exactly what times work for you. The last one is start linking your other platforms early. Instagram, YouTube, whatever you want to also do. If this is important to you, link them early. Mine unlinked and I didn't know. So my Instagram versus like TikTok ratio is like super bad. My YouTube to TikTok ratio, super bad. So that's an important thing that if you start early, you should never have to worry about that and you'll grow them all together. Lastly, don't do things you don't want to do. It's pretty simple. You don't owe anyone anything. This is all for the benefit of you, and if people like it, they like it. If you want to do TikToks, just because you want to do TikToks and you're not getting a following, who cares? Do it anyway. People's opinions don't matter, so do what makes you happy, and if you enjoy doing it, it doesn't matter if the followers come or not.
Well, that's it, guys. Thanks for hanging out. We hope you guys gained some insight into TikTok and kind of our life and what we've kind of gone through.
If I didn't answer a question that you guys were wondering, feel free to comment that underneath this video, and I will try and get back to you and answer it to the best of my ability. If there's enough of you that are asking, we'll just make a part 2 and do this all over again with your guys' questions specifically. I want to make sure my Instagram is being plugged in this enough to where if I'm doing like a question box for a YouTube video, it's all gonna be on my Instagram stories for you guys. So if you guys want to be a part of these YouTube videos with us, follow my Instagram, LaurenCase_, and follow along with us and be a part of these videos. We love you. We're thankful for you. Peace.